Time for baseball on the show from the bank. Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. We've got an NL East contest tonight between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next. Jake Arrieta, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Robinson Cano. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. Another 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Here now the 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside, fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Next for the Mets, Todd Frazier. Cano aboard here at first with nobody out. Another try at 2-2, and this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Sinker, 3-2 now.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball, foul down the left side. And that misses for ball 4.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Next up for New York, Carlos Gomez. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Hey, thanks, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys. Definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 4th home run for him on the season, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, and the home away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Two and two to the Mets catcher.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2. Bounce towards the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Cano can get going. I mean, this guy was a 300 hitter last season. Clearly something's off for him right now, but I do think we'll see him change his fortune as time goes on. He's too good of a hitter to let this go on much longer.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Sent on the ground out to second. Hernandez has it, and that's the second out. Now batting, Peter Alonso. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. Quinn is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But the Mets strike for 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's 3-0 New York. Jason Vargas gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, thanks. Hey, coming on is lefty Jason Vargas. Not an overpowering guy. 86 to 89 miles an hour. Good sinking action on the fastball. Throws the split finger and the slider. His best secondary pitch is the split finger, and you'll know if he's on early, especially against right-handed hitters. He'll throw that split finger, and if he's getting a lot of ground balls, you know that Jason Vargas brought his A game.
Line towards center field. Lagares patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gap or with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally started and get back in this.
So the base is empty here with one away, and stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter Jay Bruce. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A one-out walk here in the home first.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Vargas is coming up on a nice milestone in his career. He's just a small handful of victories away from 100 in his time at the major league level. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Bruce, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Liner towards second. And that'll get down for a base hit. But now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
So here's the cleanup hitter, JT Realmuto. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Vargas sets, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt here, and a good idea to hang close at first as he'll make it back easily. There goes the runner. Swing and a liner. In there, a base hit.
Batting 5th, the center fielder, Roman.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Roman Quinn. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Line toward right center. And that'll get down out there. And they are on the board as the run scores from second and narrow the gap to 3-1 now.
The third baseman, Michael.
Stepping up to the plate, Michael Franco. And the Phils trying to make this first inning even better here. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
Count is 1-2.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. 2 down, runners at first and second. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. Mets out in front, 3-1. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta. And he popped him up. Rodriguez into shallow left. He's there and records the first out.
Time to take a look at the Philly D.
The
And
left
today,
fielder.
my spotlight's going to shine down on Cesar Hernandez, second baseman who can really turn the double play. Has got super quick feet, great reaction time. Guys love working with him up the chute.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. One out, nobody on. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting ninth.
So here's the Mets
number
pitcher,
44.
Jason Vargas. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Vargas.
The 1-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Ball 2.
2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Hit back up the middle. Hernandez scoops it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. On now to the bottom of the second. The Mets lead this one 3-1. Leading off the inning, Rhys Hoskins, and they'll need him to get something going here. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
2 strikes.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
3-2 pitch. Fouled away. Turned on down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The next 3-2. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And that at bat will put a smile on any manager's face. The pitch total of the opposing pitcher just keeps going higher and higher. He still couldn't put him away. So this inning is off to a good start for the guys carrying the sticks.
The pitcher, Jake Arrieta, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up
The
defensively.
left fielder.
And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Gene Segura standing in to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. And might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Lagares is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now
Ready now, Sean
the
Rodriguez.
shortstop.
Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Rodriguez.
Hoskins stands at second with 2 gone. Drilled to first. Alonso is right there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Philadelphia. They still trail it here 3-1. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Robbie Cano settling in to start out the inning. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. A bouncer up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below
next for the
240
Mets,
prior to this at bat.
third
That
baseman,
knock had to feel good.
Winfield.
Stepping in now, Todd Frazier. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Third inning here, 3-1 our score. Two pitch is fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Popped him up. Hernandez over to his left. 1 out. Here's Carlos
Now
Gomez.
back, right fielder, Carlos Gomez.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Wilson Ramos will be next. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Liner toward right center, and that's going to get down out there. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Into the box, Wilson Ramos. Now Ramos with a swing and a deep drive to left. Segura racing back. Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center. Home run number 9 on the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Into the box now, Juan Lagares. Hit on the ground out to short. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
The 1-2. In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Here now the 2-2. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt, and he makes the throw to first. Alonso is retired, 2 down now.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Here comes the Philly skipper on his way out toward the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Vince Velasquez will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 21, Vince Velasquez.
Standing in now, Ahmed Rosario, and he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
So stepping in, Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. That's popped up. And no one will track it down. Lagares at second, Rosario at first, 2 out in the inning. Lined hard toward right center, but he will run this one down in right center. A tough L9, and the inning is over. But the Mets strike for 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the Mets 6 and the Phillies 1. Leading off the inning, Jay Bruce, and they'll need him to get something going here. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
2 strikes.
And Bruce can't connect there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the inning.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez. This is line to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
So next to the plate for the Phils, JT Realmuto. He singled his last time up. Runners on first with 1 down. Popped straight up, and that's in there, base hit.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
In now, Roman Quinn. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Hernandez rounds the corner and is headed home. He will score. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
The third baseman.
Hey, D-Roll, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Into the box, Michael Franco. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Hard on the ground towards short, and that is through into left field. A base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Now batting. The first baseman.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. So runners at first and second here with 1 away, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. He'll try again. 1-2. Right side, fair ball down the line. The runner scores from second, and no chance there. He'll make it to third safely.
Hey, D-Roll, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs. And it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Gene Segura. 2 balls and a strike.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1. Taken, strike 2. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Working for the punch out and the offering, and he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Alonso has got it, and the side is retired. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Mets are out on top, 6-4. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the fourth inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jason Vargas. He'll lead it off against Vince Velasquez. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Velasquez, a right-hander standing 6'3", comes into the day third in all-star balloting among relievers, so we'll wait and see if he ends up receiving an invite.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Yeah, he was really frustrated and out of rhythm in this one. Unfortunately, I'm sure he's frustrated right now, and he will be for a while. But the good news is that the guys are still in the game. The offense is picking him up.
Here's the 1-1 now to Cano. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Bases are empty, one man out. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone.
Now batting.
So striding in, Todd Frazier. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Now batting, right fielder, Carlos.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Mets strand 1. They're up 6-4. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Thank you, Heidi. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Sean Rodriguez. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs in only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. He stays alive, still 2-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
This is line to left. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Into the box now, Jay Bruce. And it misses. 3-1 now. Cesar Hernandez will be next. And he misses the circle change there, and it's 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 3-2. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound, and it changes in the offing, and that's going to do it for Jason Vargas. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Seth Lugo enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Seth Lugo.
Cesar Hernandez will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. Rodriguez stands at first with 1 out. Fouled off. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Phillies strand 1. Score remains steady at 6-4. Digging in and looking for more, Wilson Ramos. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
The 2-2 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game. And it's now 7-4.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
In now, Juan Lagares. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Lagares will go to second base. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Into the box, Peter Alonso. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Standing in now, Ahmed Rosario, left side. A sliding attempt at short, but he can't get a glove on it, and that should be a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Here now the 2-2 is in there. A called strike 3.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Michael Conforto will see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. But the Mets are able to tack on 1 thanks to the solo homer. Last chance coming up for the Fightin' Phils. It's the Mets 7 and the Phillies 4. Michael Sisler is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 9, Michael Sisler.
Leading off the inning, Roman Quinn, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Maikel Franco waits on deck. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, man, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Into the box now, Maikel Franco. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Now the 2-1 pitch. Count even at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Line drive to left. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
At the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Line drive to center field. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. New York posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Jason Vargas with his 4th win this season. Jake Arrieta permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Michael Sisler records the save, his first of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
The final